but she said she's a celibate, but she was just me actually. Top down, top down. Won no rounds. I really did it for the city, got the city buzzing off my sound. I'm never going for the basic. Bugatti boys, how the gon' chase this? My wrist gon' freeze.
I know people ask you about your favorite call of all time, but what's a sentimental call that you have that just will ring in your heart forever?
Well, the LeBron dunk was because when it came in a playoff game, it was an important game in the series. Kevin Garnett was the reigning defensive player of the year, and LeBron was just emerging onto the scene. He had been in the league a couple years, but he was really beginning to take hold as a young player. And he had this emphatic dunk over Garnett in a playoff game in Cleveland that was pretty.
The scene is being set here in Memphis, Tennessee at FedEx Forum. The Lakers taking on the Grizzlies. For Los Angeles, a stellar year has put them at the top of the Western Conference. First place doesn't come easy, but you know what? They've worked for every single win. Grizzlies, Lakers, just moments away, right after this.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for Valanciunas.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Caruso in at the point guard position. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Edwards is out there with Morant, and it's Clark in at the 3 slot. Hey, Chris, what do you think is the best way for a coach who has lost a locker room to get it back?
You just got to be honest and open, Kevin. You know, everyone's adults, and if you can't handle the information, then the onus is on that player. But just look at what happened in Minnesota last year. You know, just terrible in the locker room. It's not good for the fans, especially the hometown fans that believe in this young team. And so a lot of times it just comes down to clear, open communication.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Kuzma kicks to LeBron. Hits it from 3-point range.
Impossible matchup. You're trying to prevent LeBron James from getting to the rim. You structure your defense that way. And then he does this.
Here's Morant. Back to Valanciunas. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Caldwell Pope outside. Lakers passing it around. Now here's James. Tight defense on him. Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma. It's rebounded by Memphis. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Well, there's too many empty possessions. I mean, they struggle to keep any kind of momentum going.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
James kicks to Caruso. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Off target from 3-point range. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely, and James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Edwards passes to Valanciunas.
They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. He said they have to come after LeBron James in waves and build a wall between him and the bucket. And that's easier said than done, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Clark following the three by the Lakers. Jackson misses.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Here is Edwards. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Back to LeBron. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. No good on the three.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
And the Lakers have possession. Following the score by Memphis. The drive by James.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Passes to Jackson. Goes up the baseline. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
What a take there. When you present these opportunities to Kuzma, he's going to torch you for that mistake.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Morant. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's the teardrop. Second shot opportunity. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, the board's cleaned up by Valanciunas. He's a double-double threat every night.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
Davis, the pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Backed by an aggressive offensive mindset, Kuzma attacks the rim with force.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
Here's LeBron. Following the basket by John Morant. James, the pass to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
And here's Morant. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Here's Valanciunas. And Davis sends it back. And they're able to recover. Jackson, that's good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Now LeBron. 20 points for him last game against Golden State.
Oh, you can't give James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
And for Memphis, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
Here's Valanciunas. Rebound the Lakers. Loads it up for Davis. Kicks it out to James. Lakers working the ball around now. Back to Kuzma. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Morant with it. There's the pass to Clark. From the line, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Edwards against Caldwell Pope. Davis, the pass to James. Fires from deep. The Lakers rebound. Here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got 6.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Clark. James covering. No good from Clark.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Edwards. And again, Memphis no good. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers, leading by 12.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Here's Clark. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Valanciunas. Oh, here's Edwards. Will it go? The offensive rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, man, I love watching Valanciunas score the ball. He makes it look so easy, and he makes the defense feel uneasy out there.
And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it, but for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans, but we also want to keep the integrity of the game, and if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
Here's Morant after the basket by Los Angeles. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
Cook dishes to Cousins. Passes it to Clarkson. Over Monk. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Lakers lead by 14. Morant passes to Whitney. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench did exactly what they needed to do. Without their production, who knows if they win that game.
Olenek, he's checked in for Memphis. Here's Watford. Back to Cousins. Lays it up off the glass.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. There's Morant. Olenek has the open look. From outside, off the mark. And Cousins kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Watford. Here is Cook. Shoots the 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now, here's Monk. 11 points for him in that last game against Houston. Good on the three-point shot.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Clarkson passes to Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by the Lakers, Morant with a wide-open look. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Morant's got his second bucket of the game to go. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. Count it, good. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Memphis is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And that one drops for him. Morant's got his third basket of the night right there.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
1:22 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Cousins. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Grizzlies shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Here's Morant. Sweet little floater. Morant's got 8 points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here is Cook. On the wing, Nance. Puts one up from 19, and it's off the back rim, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And it's Morant missing.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Clock at 6. And Cantor pulls it down. And here's Morant. 8 points for him. Now Monk from deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Lakers lead by 13. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
I ain't said anything before. I don't really give a fuck.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Enes Kanter is out there with Olynyk. And there's Monk. Then it's Morant and Whitney. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the shot goes in. And that's 10 points for Ja Morant.
That jumper is just looking clean and confident. Very little that Morant can't do.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Now here's Curry. 3 on the clock. The shot by Anthony, no good. Whitney with it. Kicks to Monk. Pass to Olynyk. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Olynyk's got his first points of the game. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. Now, I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Now, here's Monk. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's Monk. 9-point game. Here's Olynyk. The rebound by Watford.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Cantor goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Curry. Pass to Watford. And here's McGee. Outside for Curry. Launches it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
And you look at Morant, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Now here's Curry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kuzma. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
But see, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice it.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Monk. Jackson trying to break free. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 7 on the basket from Enes Kanter.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. That's tipped. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's the floater. Offensive rebound.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
The pass to Kuzma. Takes a 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Now, here's Monk, guarded by Curry. Monk kicks to Jackson. The shot misses, so the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's Kuzma. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Here's Anthony. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Oh, here's Edwards. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Shot clock at 5.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Monk. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his game.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And then for Los Angeles, Anthony Davis, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. James comes in for Anthony. And it's Alex Caruso in for Seth Curry. Now here's Jackson. 14 points from him the last game against Houston.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
5 to shoot. Back to Monk. 3-pointer. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries. And Chris, really a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
But defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he grow. He has experience on the perimeter.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Passes it to Edwards. Memphis moving it around. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. The shot by Monk is no good. Lakers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Caldwell Pope against Jackson. Caldwell Pope passes to Caruso. LeBron James on the wing. 9 points in the game so far.
And he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
It's stolen by Davis. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And Kuzma slams it in.
So long, so mobile. I love watching Kuzma get out on the break and execute like this.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Edwards passes to Valanciunas. And Davis sends it back. They retain possession. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 11 on the bucket from Jackson. James outside. Floats it up for Davis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Edwards. Here's Valanciunas. Davis with some nice D.
That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
Here's Caruso. Yep, it counts. Caruso's got his second basket of the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Grizzlies trail by 15.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Monk, the pass to Edwards. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Whitney's checked in. Larry Nance is checked in for Los Angeles. Quinn Cook comes in for Caldwell Pope. Davis down low, guarded by Valanciunas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put in enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you got to love.
Right.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Here's Morant after the basket by Los Angeles. Edwards passes to Jackson. And here's Morant. He's got 10. Here's Valanciunas. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Well, until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get me small.
And that one's good by Davis.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now Edwards. Pass to Jackson. Over Nance. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone.
Just playing with poise and confidence, man. They continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, Greg, they're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Edwards passes to Morant. Edwards with it. Looking to end his cold.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now here's LeBron, 11 points in the game. And the dunk by LeBron.
If you're the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
1:09 left here in the second. Edwards with it. 6 points for him. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And so it's Memphis with it. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Cook. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Now here's Edwards. Here's Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got 8 points.
And his shot, I mean, has come around. I mean, for most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
LeBron against Whitney. Now here's LeBron. He's tightly guarded. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Misses off the left iron. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Los Angeles on top, just dominating this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 15 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game. And that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them.
I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
Yeah, Greg, and that's somewhat of a surprise. But he's been really patient and unselfish.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
In Memphis, a small town, not a free agent destination, but the connection between these fans and their team really stands out.
Oh, yeah. First of all, I love Memphis. Shout out to Bill Street. Oh, man, they got some great food there, GA. I'll take it to one of my spots next time we're up there. But Memphis is known for its food and music. The MGs, as some call the Grizzlies, a treasured part of the scene.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Caruso in at the point. Now here's Edwards. To the middle, here's Jackson, and the shot is good. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Kuzma against Jackson. Over Clark. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Love watching James show off his muscle. No one getting in his way. The D can't stop him. As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. All he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the court. His activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
And that's what he does. He is a bucket getter.
Good work there as it goes. 16 points for Davis.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. The feed now to Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, his father played in the NBA. He grew up in Indiana. His father was a teammate of mine, Jaren Jackson, over at the Wizards. He took on Jordan and those guys didn't do too well. Oh, and let me get back to it anyway. But for Jaren Jackson Jr., you could say the game was in his blood and in the water.
Chris and Jaren Sr., a three-point marksman, made sure his son worked on his perimeter shooting from a young age.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Jaren Sr. And even as some of Junior's coaches wanted him to focus on his inside game, Dad knew better. He said, sooner or later, son, you're going to need that outside shot. And boy, was he right.
That's his first personal foul.
The Lakers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. First free throw is good. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. Here's Clark. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Edwards. And James pulls it down. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Clark. James covering. Pass to Jackson. Now Edwards. Guarded by Kuzma. And Davis sends it back. But they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for Memphis. Cantor comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Olynyk in for Jackson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive.
And Caldwell Pope just blows past the finish with his feet. Just a sensational finisher all around the bucket.
Here's Morant. 10 points for him. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Cantor.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And there's the call on Curry.
Lakers foul.
That's his first foul. Monk's checked in for Edwards. Here's Morant.
Third team foul. Substitution.
Monk for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Monk's got 9.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Grizzlies shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Monk kicks to Morant. Back to Monk. Another shot. Cantor's shot is off.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Oh, and here comes Monk all alone. And then Monk with the dunk.
And how about Monk there? You better get in front of him when he's in attack mode. If you allow him to get to that launching pad, it is too little, too late.
Now, here's Clarkson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Kuzma against Olynyk. And Davis wide open. He shoots. And another basket for the Lakers.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
And for Memphis, their shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Clarkson. The shot's good from Cantor.
That's what they're looking for. They need him to take on a bigger role this game.
Pass to Watford. Loads it up for Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And did they really just pull that off?
I think they did, Greg. Astounding play. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here's Clark. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Cantor. Second chance shot. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. Back to Monk. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Davis. The Lakers have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. And Kuzma slams it in.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Here's Monk. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. And Seth Curry is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And Memphis making a change here. Whitney's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Cousins is checked in. And the pass to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. The putback. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kuzma's got 5 rebounds tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Demonstrating how dangerous he can be. I love seeing Kuzma be aggressive and look to score often when he's hot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Monk. And here is Whitney. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
L.A. foul.
For Memphis, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And the first one at the line is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Larry Nance is checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for Curry. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded closely. Back to Cook. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Lakers, number 1.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense, and these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Lakers.
Yeah, wiry, strong, and courageous. Morant's willing to slam it up in there if you give him a lane.
Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Whitney. And the basket is good. And that's now 6 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now Morant. 12 points for him. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 8 points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here is Cook. Pass to Cousins. Shoots over Cantor. And it's Cousins. That time on the assist from Cook. Cousins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Morant passes to Whitney. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Clarkson, and the 3 ball is good. He's got 15.
Oh, right there, Morant showing his ability to work off the ball. I mean, he found some space and knocked down the shot.
And here's Anthony for 3, and Cantor pulls it down. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Kept alive. A nice shot by Whitney.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backboard.
And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Ja Morant. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's putting up about 21 points per, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
Now here's Nance, currently averaging almost 6 points a game, 4 on the shot clock. And that one hits back iron. And for Memphis, they're shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Here's Whitney. Not going to go that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Here's Monk after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Pass to Morant. A floater. Here's Cantor. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Cantor's got 10.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Here is Cook. Clarkson buries the long-range jumper. Clarkson's got his second basket of the game.
You know Clarkson loves to drive, but he's also improving from distance.
Morant passes to Monk. Now Whitney. And there's the pass to Morant. The teardrop falls in. 17 points in the game.
Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Some changes for Memphis. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Jaren Jackson comes in for Olynyk, and it's Edwards in for Monk. And then for the Lakers, LeBron, he's checked in for Anthony. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Alex Caruso in for Cook.
And let's check out stats for James. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 7th in scoring, 10th in field goal percentage, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to.
Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
LeBron against Whitney. LeBron kicks to Caruso. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Now here's Morant. He's got 19. Here's Valanciunas. The shot, no good. Nice D from Cousins.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Man, you gotta love watching James sky for the slam. I mean, demonstrating how high he can get up off the drive.
Memphis has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Memphis, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
James looking it over. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Morant with it. Drains it from 17 feet out. Morant's got 13 points in the second half.
Picking, moving, looking for his spots. Morant slithering around the court with the ball on the string.
And so it's Kyle Kuzma making things happen for Los Angeles. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They've got Anderson. He's out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's LeBron. Passes it to Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. James, no good. The Grizzlies shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Now, here's Exum. And stolen by Cousins. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Seth Curry, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Seth Curry.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Here's Whitney. McGee with the block. Whitney against LeBron. McGee's shot is off. And here are the Grizzlies now. Anderson wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Lakers shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
I love how fierce James is. A ferocious dunk artiste.
Here's Exum. Pass to Forbes. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And, you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
you know
yes.
what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But, again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Now LeBron after Dante Exum's three-pointer that didn't go. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession waste.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Poked away. Pass to Anderson. Shoots over Cousins. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Now the pass to Caruso. Here's Watford. Passes to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cousins.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
At the line for the Lakers, DeMarcus Cousins, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with the King. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
And the Grizzlies with possession here after the basket by Los Angeles. This one for 3. Watford, that's good.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Memphis has gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Exum passes to Morris. There's the dish to Forbes. He kicks to Exum. Can they get it? Drains the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Stolen by Exum. Fast break Memphis. Whitney with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. C-Web, excellent.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Deep 2 from Anthony.
Such a versatile defender. Anderson's length and basketball IQ, that's what allows him to guard multiple positions.
Exum passes to Morris. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Here's Exum. Kicks to Forbes. Back to Exum. Anderson outside. Here's Whitney. And again, Memphis no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Olenek is checked in for the Grizzlies. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know, he's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
And here is Los Angeles now after Memphis gets the 3. Curry on the wing. Back to McGee. Lakers passing it around. 6 to shoot. Pass to Curry. There's the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Anderson right side. Here's Olenek. Misses off the right iron.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
Here's Watford. The pass to Carmelo. Los Angeles with another miss. Memphis has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. The shot's good from Forbes.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Here is Cook. Back to Curry. For 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Here's Exum. Tries again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
That's good from Exum. Yes, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. Now here is McGee. Pass to Watford. Outside Anthony to the inside. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Exum. Dishes it to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Wow. The size of Morris helps him down low, especially when he decides to sky high for the dunk.
Here is Cook. From past the arc. And another three for the Lakers.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D, like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Here's Exum following the three by the Lakers. Out to the wing. Here's Olynyk. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by McGee. 9 points for Carmelo Anthony.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
Memphis has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Knocked away. Curry with the steal. Here's Watford. McGee the pass to Carmelo. Curry on the wing. Over Anderson. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
There's 1:54 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Exum. McGee with the block. Anthony against Anderson. Cook kicks to Curry. Cook looking it over. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this. Oh, the power on that throwdown!
Wow.
Now, given McGee's explosiveness around the rim, I don't think that anyone should be surprised to see him throw it down like that.
Now, here's Exum. Not a lot of room. Morris passes to Exum. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And the basket by Olynyk.
Gifted scorer around the rim. Olynyk can finish over either shoulder, and he's got great touch.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're ahead by 43. 43 seconds left in the game. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Morris against Cousins. Over Morris. That one rolling around and rims out. Now the Grizzlies with it. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Cousins.
Are using great defensive instincts. Cousins will swat anyone's shot away. He's relentless.
Curry against Anderson. Curry deciding where to go with it. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.